I currently have 3 favorite Fire Emblem girls. It's probably Edelgard, Petra, and Dorothea. Edelgard and Dorothea are definitely the 2 highest ones, but also I like Petra, so they're all kind of 3 are pretty.
Petra is fantastic. My top 3 would be Dorothea, Edelgard, and Hilda.
Which is fair. Hilda's also great, but after seeing a lot of Petra in this one, I really like Petra.
I remember we were playing Toontown, and I mentioned Petra. You were like, I don't know who that is. And I was like, you would like Petra, I'm pretty sure. It's almost like I've known you for over a decade or something.
Yeah. We're closing in. It's going to be 20 years, I think, next year.
What? I have not known you for 19 years. No, that's impossible. I would have been 10 years old.
Oh, yeah. That might have been off. Hang on.
No, you're off by like 5 years.
Yep, it's 31. It's going to be 30. 31 is when it hits 20.
31. Okay, 2031? Or when I'm 31?
2031. No, 2031.
Wow, yeah, you were off by like 7 years. What were you thinking?
I don't know. My brain went weird. Look, the problem is like, I was talking with, so here's another funny story. I was at Target yesterday, and I was walking around the Xbox section, because I'm trying to figure, my friends have Xbox, and I want to play Forza with them, so I'm trying to figure out which Xbox I'm gonna get. And while I was just looking at kind of what my Target had in stock, I saw what looked like an Xbox 360. Like, just Xbox 360 box. It had like the wires around it that like most stores have.
Who defile our goddess? The sacred coast belongs to us, the Western Church.
I forgot there would be dialogue here. My bad.
You are the heretics. Be gone from here at once. Silence, dog of the apostate. Prepare to receive our righteous blades.
I would love to have some more swords. Thank you.
Yes, give them.
I will
but yeah,
the
so
monument. Everyone else should focus on removing the surrounding enemies.
Wait, brother. I shall accompany you.
All right, you should be good to talk as much as you want now.
Okay, but yeah.
Leave it to me.
But yeah, so anyways, I was like, there's no way. The Xbox 360 came out, and I actually had to look it up yesterday because I was like shocked. The Xbox 360 came out in 2005, and that was almost 20 years ago. And I was like, what? And then I looked closer at it, and it was like, oh no, this is it had the Mega Block symbol on it. So I'm like, oh, this is a model.
Ah, I see.
So they were selling a model of the, which is kind of wild. Like, yeah, here you can build an old console. It's like I didn't know there was a demand for that, but okay.
Don't have time for this.
Okay, well if I knew you were gonna get a 4% crit, I wouldn't have had Ingrid hit first, Lysithea.
Once again, Lysithea be like, hey, I'm gonna start this off with me getting a crit because I'm just that good.
It's like all she does.
Literally.
We have Warp on Linhort now!
Yes! Happy day.
No, I can't reach him to dance, dang it. Dude, I love the dancer outfit in this game.
Yeah, also with regards to the, speaking of Lysithea with the candy thing, so yeah, yesterday showed a contractor around, ran into a bit of an issue where like they wanted to go into the stairwell, and I was like, is it locked? Or no, it wasn't that it was locked, it was that it was alarmed. And like, so I'm like, we don't have the key for this, because we'd been,
Stay focused.
Neither me nor the new guy had the key to turn off any alarms. And so I'm like, okay, I'll call security. Security would know if it's actually alarmed or if it's just a, hey, yeah, it's alarmed, but in actuality it isn't. Well. And then, so I called them, they're like, oh no, yeah, no, it's absolutely alarmed. The tenant should have given them the key. And I was like, well, they don't have it.
Too slow.
And she's like, well, you could just trigger it. And I'm just like, we're not gonna be able to turn it off. We're just gonna have this alarm going off and not gonna be able to turn it off.
Sounds like a good solution to me.
Yeah, so ultimately one thing that was nice was, that I had pictures of the stairwells, because I'd had to go down and do a check of them to see, like, if the firewalls were breached and stuff. And so I was just able to show the guy the pictures and stuff. And then also we had to guide him around, because there were some areas that were harder to get to. So we had to do that. And then afterwards he goes, oh yeah, you know, for all your help, what's your favorite candy bar? And
Okay.
I was like, okay. I didn't say anything. I was just kind of surprised, but yeah.
What
I don't know
candy
if
bar
that
did
was-
you get though?
I didn't get it. Yeah, I think it was kind of said in jest. I don't know if it was just because he thought we were really young, or I don't know. I mean, to be fair, like everybody I encounter at this job definitely is always like young lady and stuff, which is good. Which I'm not really complaining, but it's also just it feels like they're surprised then when I tell them, yeah, no, I'm 28. I'm not like 22.
That can't be
Hey,
right.
well, you know, better to look younger, honestly.
You're absolutely, which is true.
That's what I
But it
always
does-
say, because I like, even now that I have facial hair, it's not as bad, but especially before I like grew out my goatee, I was absolutely like, people would assume I was still like a college kid.
Yeah. So that was the candy thing. But
You fucked
Storm
up.
Story, which was what happened in July 15th. And, like, I knew, since the incident where my sister and I, you know, went out and wound up right next to a tornado, I always make a point to check, like, the Storm Prediction Center. It's a really good resource, like, if you're, like, it's a really good resource. Like, sometimes, yes, they'll say, like, there's a possibility for tornadoes and stuff, and they'll be wrong. But it's ultimately better to look at it, especially if the day does look dreary and bad, to kind of be like, okay, there's a possibility of this. Or if it is, like, a rainy day, because, like, one time me and my family were coming back from a road trip, and we were going right into a thunderstorm. And, like, my mom was all worried about the possibility of tornadoes and stuff, and I'm like, no, they don't say there's no risk of tornadoes today, so it could be helpful. It's not perfect. Okay.
I'd rather be napping.
Yeah, don't mind them. They're just, this is
The
just
mages are
background
just-
noise for your story.
The mages are just getting all the crits today, clearly.
Yeah, they do that sometimes.
But yeah, anyways, so I knew that there was a possibility of some bad storms and stuff, and I wasn't thrilled about it because it was gonna be right when I was gonna be at work, and it was gonna really hit when I was gonna be heading home. So I was like, oh, I don't want to deal with this. But yeah, as like I got closer to when my shift was gonna end, my dad texted me. He's like, hey, we've got really bad storms.
One more.
Nice.
All of the crits in the background.
69.
Yeah. But yeah, so I immediately go to my assistant chief. I'm like, okay, well, my dad said to stay, so I'm staying, which was probably for the best because, like it would have if he'd let me go. If I had left early, I would have gotten to the train and gotten on the train around to catch the 9:40, which I never can because my shift doesn't end until 10. So, but here's what happened.
Thank you.
The storm came around by where my folks were at, took out our power, which is why I was out of power for a good while. So I was out of power for 2 days. And then,
I just worked harder.
but the 9:40 train did leave on time, but my sister was, I know this because my sister was on it. And the train actually had to stop because the tornado, like the weather was that bad. And so she was just stuck on a train while it was storming like crazy. And my parents were in the basement. And I'm at work just like, well, this is fun. To be fair, like, since I work downtown, it was so, it was like everything else in the suburbs going crazy. Everybody's freaking out. And then downtown, like, everybody's just going about their business. At
It
least,
is our duty to worship Saint Keyhole. We will not allow heretics to come near.
keyhole. Keyhole!
I can't help but notice I didn't get the crit I asked for.
Aw, dang it, Constance!
10, there's no way that person up there does more damage than you. This will be fun. And you're aiming at Constance anyway. Oh, nice 1 damage, Happy.
Eh,
She's a gamer
yeah,
girl.
she's pulling it off together. But yeah, I actually I called my parents to find out how they were doing. They were fine, and also make sure they had my work number, my work phone, and Yeah, ultimately for me, not very eventful. I just wound up staying at work for an extra hour because I couldn't really leave. And then... Oh, those are all targeting Petra.
Yeah, I know. I did that on purpose, but I did not expect the mage to do over 20 damage.
Ooh, that's not good.
That'll be fun.
You got this, Petra.
Unless they crit her, she lives. So, you know.
Fingers crossed. But yeah, so...
Oh, you have 11 sword! Alright, skip all this. I have to rewind now. Why does that mage have 11 sword? Who does that? Oh, one of them went for heal, or two of them did. Constance, this is all your fault. Reinhardt, Lysithea, Ingrid, Constance.
I'll give it my all.
Think
It
this
is
is
our
fine?
duty to-
Yeah, shut up. This is fine. We do it like this. 4, you're doing 16. Oh, because you're going to do group lightning, so we live anyway, but also... Oh, you don't have physic? What are you... Constance! Constance, you're ruining all of my plans right now. 16-4 should be fun.
Stay focused.
Emphasis on should.
I will get the victory.
We'll be a little bit smarter about this time.
I will not be stopping.
Yo, she is not going to be stopping, by the way, in case you were curious.
Guide me well.
Petra, she ain't about stopping.
Let us away.
All right, let's hope this works
Shake
out.
things up.
Hey, just miss. Nice. Calculated. Ow. Okay, now I really need to kill this mage. Nice one, Petra. Nice one.
Witness break
Sorry,
of
did you have
ground.
any more of your story?
Yeah, basically the only thing that wound up happening was... My parents were stuck in the basement, power went out. My sister was stuck on a train that I would have wound up on if I'd taken my assistant chief's offer to
I am aware of
leave early. Damn, Petra!
My heart is full of victory.
Yeah, she does not
My limit
care
is
about your
my
story at all.
Yeah, she's just like, hey,
She has
I'm
murder
gonna
to
let you
do.
finish, but murder.
Appreciate it.
She just has like a lot of killing that needs to get done.
Oh, yeah.
Like a lot.
She's like, I gotta get stuff done. But yeah, so my sister was stuck on the train. She wound up not getting home until like 11, like 11:15, which is when I normally get home on my normal train. And so the storm finally comes to Chicago.
Much appreciated.
And my assistant, I go to my assistant chief. I'm like, hey,
I'll
can you
do my
drive me to the
best.
train? The storm's pretty bad. I don't want to walk there. Because by this point, the storm has admittedly come like to us. It's not going to have any tornadoes. It's just going to be thundering and lightning. Which, as soon as me and my assistant chief step out, the biggest flash of lightning comes down. I don't know where, but it lights up the whole city. So, or at least the area we were in. And it was just like, well, this is bad.
You saved me. Leave it to me.
And, but we're able to get in the car. He drives me to the station. I get out and I go to check to see like what the times
This is
are,
what I
what's
do.
everything, how everything's going, and I get up to where the trains are supposed to be, and I'm greeted with a barrage of delayed listings. And
Ruh-roh,
the
Raggy.
earliest I'm going to be able to get home, or at least the earliest the train was gonna leave, wasn't until midnight. Like we're talking like 12:40.
You're amazing.
And I was just like, well,
Ready.
that's gonna be way too late. And I have to Uber home. So the lesson I've taken from this is if I see that it's gonna be if it's gonna be stormy when I'm gonna leave, I think I'm just driving. I'm just gonna drive into work and then have my car just take me home. But yeah.
Country roads? Something take me home to where I belong?
Yeah, I don't got any of those between me and my workplace.
All right, my decision to let Petra handle everything is working out wonderfully, by the way.
Oh yeah. Petra's
Also, I
doing everything
fixed
there,
the
but-
mess at the bottom right.
Yay!
I will get the victory.
You have too many storm stories, by the way. You gotta, like, stop that.
Yep, we're now at 3. We're now at 4.
Yeah, that's too many. What are you doing, girl?
Mother be crazy.
Can I get you this kill,
But yeah,
actually?
so ultimately, we don't get a ton. Oh wow, there's Constance now finally getting her own crit.
Yeah, very late. I could have used that crit ages ago.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Ah, magic HP and speed, though, is a good level up.
Good.
Apologies.
You have rally magic? That's incredible.
I mean, have you ever had any close encounters with the storms or your family?
We've had tornadoes in my area, but I live in the south, so we like go out and stand on the deck to see if we can spot it.
Yeah, when you have a view of everything, that's a little easier.
Be silenced! I wish we had Thyrsis. Actually, wait, how much does your gambit do here? Yeah, I'll take this chance.
In this situation,
It's too easy.
you were
Nice.
outmatched.
Yeah, now that assassin can't move, so I don't have to worry about him, and then that guy's a boss unit, so he won't move. Yeah. This guy can't attack because I silenced him. Oh, baby, we're killing it.
Hey,
Seteth is enjoying his island vacation.
killing them and killing it and killing them.
Don't worry, Petra. Byleth is almost there to watch you do all the work. Don't like that, because you're going to do a lot, aren't you? I'll be able to fly away. Ow!
My heart is full of victory.
Are these guys
I
walking
want to
on water?
aggro that one up there, but I can't. No, I can't aggro without aggroing them both. So
I don't think these guys are walking on water. I think it's just shallow enough that they're able to wade
yeah,
in.
incredibly shallow.
Is it actually? Is it difficult terrain or is it just kind of nothing burger?
It's
What do you
over.
mean?
The water. Is it difficult terrain or is it just normal?
Like in terms
the
of the game, or are you asking me like
Yeah.
in real life?
I'm asking in the game because I think fighting in water would be a little tricky, but in the game.
Water, just like sand, is like having everyone's movement.
Ah, okay. Yeah, as someone
That's
who's
why
run in
Byleth
sand,
is. That's why I sent the birds over there, and Byleth and Flane are moving so slowly.
Ah, I gotcha.
This is worth using, Lewin.
The goddess protects us. We will never yield to the likes of you.
Nice.
Doesn't look like the goddess protected you much.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll take that level up. I'm gonna seize. Suck
you.
it, Captain Jack Sparrow. My Black Pearl.
Goddess, have you abandoned us?
This is mine now, even though I'm on a bird and thus don't get the benefit.
You're too kind.
I'd say this has gone decently well. Gonna continue to not let you ever attack, idiot. Oh no, I still get the benefit from that. I didn't think I would.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's just up here now. This positioning is kind of stinky, though. Like, really stinky, actually. Gonna have to let Seteth get a kill, I think. If you even can.